I jumped into a brand new game this week called Wuchang Falling Feathers. And let me tell you, this one caught me off guard a bit. On the surface it looks very similar to, for example, Black Myth Wukong, but once you pick up the controller, things start to feel a little bit different. Today I'll share you my first impressions, how this game compares to others, what you can expect from going in, and whether or not it's worth buying. Let's start with the basics. The menu looks clean, easy to navigate, and visually it fits the dark style of the game. Nothing groundbreaking here, but it does the job well. You're not going to get lost in a sea of tabs, which is a nice touch, especially in a genre that can sometimes overcomplicate things. The introduction is smooth, it does a solid job easing you into the world with the lore without throwing 1,000 things at you at once. But don't let it fool you, once the gameplay kicks in, this thing ramps up fast. And here's where things got tricky for me. As someone who's been deep into Black Myth Wukong, my brain was still wired for that kind of flow. Heavy attacks, light attacks, dodging, a certain type of rhythm. Wuchang looks similar at times, the third-person camera, mystical enemies, boss battles, but it plays completely different. And I'll be honest with you, I had to rage quit sometimes. Yes, the first few hours I had no idea what I was doing, so I got frustrated and I just shut the game down. It wasn't that the game was unfair, it was that I was just playing it wrong. I was stuck in Wukong mode, and Wuchang demands a different mindset. So the next day I give it another go. This time with a fresh perspective, I looked up a few tips and I finally clicked to the game. Wuchang is a true Souls-like game. It rewards speed, skill usage and smart positioning. You're not meant to tank hits, you're meant to think, adapt and use your full toolkit that the game offers you. And that's where the game started to shine. There's a surprisingly depth to the combat system. The skills, the weapons, the buffs, the builds, it's all there. The more I experimented with it, the more I realized how complex this game really is. There's also a lot of room for character customization and upgrades, which I honestly didn't expect at first. It makes every encounter feel a bit more personal, like your approach really matters. Now, let's get into the graphics. I've played Wukong like I said before, also on the PlayStation 5, and you can immediately see when you start this game that Wuchang is a little bit of a step down graphically. It's not terrible by any means, but it's definitely not next gen level in my opinion. In terms of lighting, animation and polishment, I just think they could have done a little bit better. But I do have to be honest and I have to check myself. It's not fair to compare everything to Black Myth Wukong. That game was one of the best games in 2024. And Wuchang is just doing something else. It's more a soul-like game. So my advice to anyone jumping in from Wukong or a big budget title, keep an open mind. Judge it on what it's trying to be and not just how it looks. Overall, Wuchang Falling Feathers is growing on me more and more. It's got that punishing but rewarding Souls-like core, deep systems and a unique world that keeps you intrigued. Sure, it has some rough edges, especially when you stack it up against some bigger titles, But that doesn't mean it isn't worth playing. If you're into Souls-like games and you're looking for something more fresh and new, then this might be your next obsession. So, that's my first review of Wuchang Falling Feathers. Let me know in the comments if you've played it, what your experience was like, and if you want me to dive deeper into builds, bosses and the lore. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like or maybe subscribe to my channel. And, like always, I'd like to thank you all for watching and see you all in the next one.